What do you tell Hispanics from early on? How does a Hispanic family prepare for college? How do they prepare to face those costs?
So first of all, whether the parents went to college or didn't go to college, for all of our children, that has to be the goal. And if you drop out of high school today, there basically are no good jobs out there for you. If you just have a high school diploma, there are very few good jobs out there. So some form of higher education, four-year universities, two-year community colleges, trade, technical, vocational training, that has to be the goal for every single young person. And we really want to encourage families to start to instill those goals very early on in life. We just had a great town hall where we had a fifth grader asking about what can she do now to prepare for college.
What are the options to finance a post-secondary education in the United States?
Paying for college can be a challenge, but let me tell you what we've tried to do to reduce that challenge. First of all, and this is something we fought for and won with Congress, is we have an additional $40 billion for Pell Grants over the next decade. We're looking to make permanent the American Opportunity Tax Credit, which is $2,500 each year. The President's asking Congress to double work-study opportunities. We're trying to increase Perkins loans. And then in the back end, once you graduate, we've reduced loan repayments. So not that it's easy, and not just families that are struggling, but many middle-class families now are having a hard time paying. We're doing everything we can to step up and provide real opportunity, but we're also challenging states to continue to invest, and we're challenging universities to keep their tuition down. Some are doing this great, others it's skyrocketing much higher than the rate of inflation. So this is about shared responsibility.
What do you tell that Hispanic family out there listening today about taking out a loan? Is it a good investment?
Well, it depends on what the child's goals are and where they're going to school. So for example, today with a Pell Grant, which is a grant of $5,550, you can go to virtually every community college for free, and you can go to both state universities for very little money there. If families are adamantly opposed to that, then you have to find the right school for you. But again, I think if you take out loans and they're not too great and the burden is not too high, the best investment you can make in your child, in your family, in the community is to help them complete college. And if those loans are manageable, then it is a good investment to make. And again, on the back end now, we've reduced loan repayments to 10% of income going forward. So if you're making a lot of money, you pay a little bit more. If you're making less money, it gets reduced. So for an average person, let's say a teacher, it means actually a couple $100s a month less that you have to pay back. So when you're trying to pay the rent and buy the groceries and pay the car note, it's easier to do. The final thing, one thing I'm so proud of, and folks can look on our website to get more information, is something called income-based repayment, IBR. And after 10 years of public service, 10 years of teaching, 10 years of working in government or at a nonprofit or a legal aid clinic or a healthcare clinic, all your debt is erased, is forgiven. And so we're trying to bring
all of it, regardless of how big it is.
If you've made your payments for those 10 years and in good standing, all that debt goes to zero. What we're trying to do is bring great talent into the public sector. We need the next generation of great teachers and others.
What is the connection between attending a prestigious, known school versus, for example, a state college? In one, you know that it's going to be a hefty debt that you're probably going to have once you graduate, but you've got the prestige of the school, you've got the name. Yet the other, you may come out, you may still find the job, but you don't have that debt. What is your opinion on that? Because I know that there are different sides to this issue.
For me, again, there's no right or wrong answer, but it's what is that young person's dream? What is their passion? What is their goal? And they should go to the school, to the university, public, private, nonprofit, whatever it might be. They should go to the university that has the best program in that area. So if they're interested in medicine, if they're interested in law, if they're interested in teaching, if they're interested in IT, they should find the place that has the best program. And young people are smart and savvy. They should look at graduation rates. They should look at job placement rates. They should look at income earned once folks graduate. And you want to get a good education. We all want that, but you want value for that investment as well. And so families need to weigh these things. What I always say is that the United States has the best system of higher education in the world. We have over 6,000 institutions of higher education. There is no one right answer. There's no one wrong answer. Be smart, look at the variety of options, look at what it costs, look at what those graduates are doing, look at what your passion is, and find the best fit. And I promise you, with 6,000 institutions out there, you can get a great education for a reasonable cost in an area that you have great passion for.
Many Hispanics have served in the armed forces and may not even know the benefits of the GI Bill, not just for them, but for also their dependents. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, again, there are just huge opportunities out there, and for families who have served in the military, we can't do enough to say thank you and to thank them for their service. Actually, early today, I met at a community college with a couple of veterans who had served in Iraq and served in Afghanistan. And I just take this so personally. I can't imagine the sacrifices they made for, for their families and for our country. The least we can do is give them access to a great education when they come back and give them the skills and the training to get a good job and support their family.